I would like to begin this class by first saying to God be the glory for great things He's doing. God is doing great things. He's giving me good health. He's providing the needs of my family, my sweetheart. Everything is okay with us. Your prayers, God is answering your prayers and He's doing big things. But let me first and foremost, I would like to say thank you to your teachers, yes, the faculties, to the director. I would like to say thank you to all of you guys for the good work you have been doing so far. As you can see today, I'm actually seated. I'm sitting down because the lesson for today is so sweet that I really just want us to dive into the lesson and just enjoy ourselves. I'll call your names as I always start my class by my roll calls. Like I said, those students that will be coming to school on time will be rewarded unknowingly. Unknowingly, you are going to be rewarded. You're going to receive a reward for coming to school on time. That's why I said to the director, start taking attendance. All right, let me go right into the roll call. I'll start by calling the lady Pinky, Victoria, Orita, Naomi, Nadia, Marie, Malie, Krubo, Kin Zize, Janet, Diamond, Felicius Moses, Victoria Nepo, Wilhelmina, Rebecca, Sarah, and Annie. I know that we have had a lot of students, new enrolled students. So don't feel bad. Don't say the director don't know my name. I will be updated with the new attendees. The new students that started, he's going to send me your names. And you ladies are going to also be included in the roll call. And I am saying that you are going to be included. I want to say thank you to y'all for the interest, the sacrifices, the energy you ladies are putting into really wanting to learn and be able to become self-reliant. When a young woman is self-reliant, you can do things for yourself. You gain respect. When I was in Habel, I was a young man. I didn't have no mother there. I didn't have no father there. But as you can see, there are a lot of young people that my life positively affects because I show them the way to become self-reliant. You can see Mr. Kai, Mr. Francis Kai, who was your director, was one of my trainees. Well, he was my handbag, if I would say in the little lyric term. He was with me everywhere. Anything I did, we worked together, he and I. He was my good boy. So I'm very proud of him, how far he have come. Very, very proud. Now, today, the other day, you ladies was giving cloths that you did your foldings. Now, we're going to show you what you will have to do after you fold and you have your diamond stitches or whatever stitch you have, how to go about using the twine, or we call it thread, and the needle to design this so you can properly do your dyeing after you designed. I'll begin by folding my cloth. So I got a little piece here because I want a presentation to be what the Basel men call nomoji. Okay, I want a presentation to be good. American men say very good. Okay, so it can be very awesome. All right. So let me do this way. So someone said to me the other day, why you don't speak Series when you're doing your lesson? And I said, I'm training my people. I'm not training people from America. I'm training my sisters out there so they can be able to make their own money. They can be able to become self-reliant and be able to take care of their children and do things for themselves. They can tell the guy, You can go. I don't need you. That's what you will be able to do when you're an independent woman. You can say to anybody, I don't need you. Actually, minus you plus you, I am an independent professional woman. I can earn my own money by using my hands. That's the whole idea. Okay? So let me do my folding, all right? I'm going to do my folding. I'm going to do a very, very brief one. You guys know how to fold already, so I'm not going to be going into that. You can practice with your instructor. The folding, if you are new, you're going to practice with your instructor, okay? Okay, so this is what I'm doing. I'm folding the edge of the glove so I can get the line. So I can have the line. I need that line. Okay. So if you can see, this is what I did. I just did a short print. The diamond right here, just like that. You seeing it? Okay. So I'm going to take, I have a ruler here and I have a pencil. So I take my ruler and my pencil. Look for a piece of stick if you don't have a ruler. We used to use piece of stick. A lot of carpenter around. Get a flat piece of stick you can use. Okay. Now, there is nothing wrong with if you have money, you want to buy your own material sometimes to practice on your own, you can do it. But for learning purpose, you can do that if you do. If you don't have it, don't get stressed about it. This program is meant to empower you and not to stress you up. I don't want any of my girls stressed about being able to buy things to be able to practice or do their schoolwork. No, that is not the reason why we have this program. I want my girls to be relaxed, learn so they can be able to take care of their kids and their family and gain respect in the community. All right? Now, when you start making your money, don't carry your money to those cons we have in Africa call themselves pastors that tell people, bring your money and you're going to be blessed. Your blessing from God comes by doing good for other people. So if you got money, buy food for old people, you will be blessed. Help young people, pay it forward, you will be blessed. You go to church or wherever you go, well, for me, I go everywhere. My brothers and sisters, the dad is a Muslim, so I spent 11 years of my childhood in an Islamic home, and he did a great job. So I respect every religion and everybody. Religion is what divides the world. Love is what makes the world strong. So love one another, okay? Love one another. I want y'all to love one another because you ladies are going to be working as a team for a very long time. I'm not training you and say just go by yourself and start living. No, I'm training you because some days we're going to have our own little company, our own little businesses that y'all going to be producing things, sewing clothes, sewing uniforms, God's willing, and y'all going to be very productive. All right, ladies? So here is my sketch I did with the pen. Now, this is the most important part. How you use, I have a needle here. See the needle? Well, in America, they make everything big deal. So needle right here, the same needle you sew your hair with. Okay? This is the twine. I show your professor or your instructor about the twine needle. All right? Now, don't take the needle to sew your weave now. Okay, ladies? This is for the school. All right? So I'm going to take one of your needles. I don't prick myself with a needle. That's going to be good. Don't want to hurt myself with a needle now. You know what I mean? Alright, ladies. This is fun. I like to learn and teach with fun. So this is the needle. Take the thread right here. Put the thread in the needle. It's a big needle eye. Where first you want to tie the end of the needle, the thread. One section you want to tie the end. You just tie the end. Don't double the thread. It's not, you're not sewing your trousers or shirt. Don't double the thread. You just tie the end here. Very good. And then you put the twine in the needle. And you do like this. Half. Just like that. Seen it? I have the whole long end and I have half. What I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be following my stitches. You're not sewing small stitches. You're going big stitch. Here. Big ones. Real giant ones. Real giant ones. Don't use pen to do your stitch, your drawing, or your sketching, because pen will leave the ink on the cloth when you dye it. So if you use a black pen, and you went and dye, and you use a yellow dye, the pen mark will leave there. So use pencil. Pencil is easy to remove, erase. Okay. Hold it. Okay, still going. You can see me. Yep. Yep. Now when I get to the end of my stitch, I just going to do what? I'm going to hold it very hard. This is the most important part. Here, you want to hold this section very hard. Very hard like this. You stand up. See it? Because you don't want the ink to penetrate between here. That's the whole purpose. So you want to hold this very hard. Oh my God. This is twine. It's a wick twine. It was American twine. Okay. So it's okay. I'm going to sew again. African twine is stronger. American twine is weak. Because American people don't like hard things. They like to do things very softly. Alright? They do things smart, not hard. When you do things smart, you live long. You do things hard, you live short. See, that's the thing about life. Use your head to survive, you live well. And that's what I want. All you ladies. Now, if you were in school before, say you were going to school and for some reason you had to drop out of school because of your baby, we are also going to be having some programs. The business section, where you can be learning, you'll be learning academic things like math, English, blah, 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 all the stuff. If you want, you can take advantage of that as well. No stress. Learning is always good. That's why I'm here today. My father died when I was very young. My mother died when I was a teenager. God first. I was very perseverant. Perseverance means I was determined, struggling hard. So you hold like this and you tie it very tight. Tie it tight, okay? Tie it very tight. You pass. I'm not ask your friend to put a finger there now because when we used to be learning, that's all we used to do. But put your finger here for me. Let me tie this thing. Don't do that because you're going to tie your finger. Alright? I want to tie that tight. I used to put it between my legs. Do my hand like that. Wrap it around 2 times. My needle go between. And I hold it. That's the most important part, is making sure you do a good tying. Very important. You can tie multiple times if you want. The thread not too strong because it's actually useful. It's not used for this thing in America. This is used to create, just to crochet wool clothing. So it's not a real twine. The real twine, the one we have home. Now sometimes you could do is, you could go, when you finish stitching, you can go around like that and tie your stitch place. Just to make sure it's proper. Go around your stitch and tie it. Okay. I took my time. Sometimes I tie it 2-3 times. Make sure it's tight. Don't worry about the thread. FICO provide enough twine for the students because they want to do a good job. Alright. When done. Now you don't have to cut. You don't have to cut this when you're done. Some people will cut it to continue. But for me, I'll just leave it like this. I look for my second line and I trace my second line. That's how I used to do. So I use that as a base. It's my second line I'm tracing right now. Seeing it here, I'm tracing my lines. Tracing my lines. The beautiful thing, Habel is close to the airport. So some days we will have tailoring shops right around the airport. When people come there, international people, they can buy African clothes from you. How beautiful it is that somebody living abroad can wear a tie-dye you design and wear the clothes you sew. That's beautiful. Seen it? It's priceless. So I'm done with that. See my stitch? It's just been right there. Seeing it? I hold this here. Okay. I'm done holding it. I used to put my wrap between my legs. Now I will do that. Put it right there. Gee, I really live in America now. I was scared for a needle to droop my hand. Gee, America can spoil people. Country pool bother me. Okay, so I did my second stitch. Go into the tail one. Look for my print. Come here. Looking for my twist. Make sure you find your right twist. This is a beautiful work. Liberia, we can do better. A country will get better again. We just have to be patient. Everybody have to be willing to learn and do things. That's how Guinea, Ghana, Nigeria. When I went to Nigeria, everybody was busy over there. Everybody was busy. In Nigeria, they don't say, how is the day? They say to you, oh boy, how's business? Because everybody is hustling. Okay? Chama, how's business? So we go like this. Alright. Come closer to the camera so you can see. Yep. Oh, I missed this. Oh yeah. This is what I did. Everywhere I went, Ivory Coast, Sierra Leone, Liberia, this is what I did. This was my ticket. God first. My ticket to be able to survive until I learned computer and other stuff. But this was where I started from. This was my hustle line. If I wasn't teaching, I was doing dyeing to sell. I should have learned a little bit of tailoring, you know. Now we're going to be making a lot of money in America. America here is so close, so expensive. It's just going to be on my day off. I just make some money. My wife paid $100, almost $200 for one dress that she wore one day because the lady didn't know how to sew. See over here? I hold this again. Now you see it's beginning to show like a pattern. Seeing it? Right. So good. So that's what everybody's going to be doing with what you have. That's what you guys are going to be doing. So me, I'm going to call your teacher Mama G. Mama G over there. There's Mama G right there. So, you know, like Mama G in the African movies. She's a cheering mother. So here you are. That's what you're going to do. You're going to do that all the way until you get done with all your stitching. Okay? Now let's move to our second. We have some presentation by other people who's going to be showing you some of the presentation as well. I always like to get some other sources from outside to do some presentation for you. So hold on. Let me put our first presenter out. Now the next design that we're going to be doing is called folding. You can design a cloth without doing a stitch or trace. You fold the cloth. How do you do that? Sit down and watch. So that's the folding right there. What you have right there is a folding. See the lady? She put the cloth in a bottle of water, a bucket of water. Yep. She squeezed the cloth, took the bucket from the table, gave one end to somebody to hold. She hold another end. They fold it into two. Stretch it, fold it into three. Stretch the cloth, lay the cloth down, and she fold the pleat. She making a pleat. Watch. Yep. Making a pleat right there. See what she did? Cross cuts, cross over. And the pleat, cross over. Make a pleat, cross over. She took the edges, yep. And she folding it together like that, watch. And she's going to tie it right in the middle. Very tight with a twine. Tying it right in the middle. She cut the thread. Well, she used another rubber band. You know, rubber band Liberia? She wanted to be real tight, so she used a rubber band. Or something more tighter. Okay, the measurement. You put 1 spoon of caustic soda, 1 spoon of this, and another spoon of dye. 3 spoons of dye. She mix it with a little hot water, boiled water. Put more water in there. Watch. She's mixing it up. That's an orange dye. She's mixing it up. She put that aside. She put it in the more boiled water now. But she divided. She put half and half. The pleat she did. She took one side, open it up, and dip one side in the dye. And she put another dye there and she did the other side. Who can tell me why she took some of the dye off so that the color can still be the same? Because she dye, yes, squeezing it up, squeezing the dye off. Yep. She's doing the second color. 1 spoon of dye, 1 spoon of caustic soda, 1.5 spoon of powder, and she mixes it with water. That's a blue color. Mix it with small bowl hot water. Yep. Mix it with a spoon. Mix it very well. Blue dye. Mix it very well. She divided the dye. Mix it. Put one side, a tip, just a tip in there. Not the whole thing. Because you want blue and orange. She put the rest there. Now she take the other side and put a tip there, not the whole thing. She opened this after she got done. Cut the thread in the middle. And there you go. How beautiful it is. That's dyeing by folding. She washing the dye off. Squeeze the dye off. That's what she's doing. That's the final wash. She spray in the cold place so the color can come out. That's the beautiful dyeing right there. Alright, so that's one of our presentation I wanted to share with you guys today. And I have another one for you again. I have 3 different presenters today. Now, this one here, a bunch of young ladies in actually creating, using tie-dye materials for different things, not just clothes, but for bags, for other things. So sit down and watch and see your fellow young girls in other countries what they're doing. Okay, you watch. Oh, sorry. Let me get that one. Says the puppet is very popular designer in Tanzania. She called her name, I think. It's a traditional attempt. The girl is explaining exactly what they do with the jobs. If you notice that she's wearing an apron, I would like for your teacher, after you guys do your design, to sew your aprons. You guys have to have an apron. Watch the ladies. It's a lot of work. See, they're doing a lot of folding. They do a lot of folding design. See, she tied the tie. They have the mask. If we're going to buy a mask for you ladies, have to have mask before you do your chemical. Put the gloves on. And then mix in the dye. Mix it with water. Watch them. They're actually using that material for different things. Seeing how they're using the tie-dye material for different designing. Alright. That's how I want my girls proudly. So that's my second presentation to you ladies. What we're going to be doing, working together and doing. I have another one by this lady from Ghana. Got me this material here, batiking. So got me this material. This one is a candle design. Now the candle designing is a very great designing. Using candle to design your cloth. Sit down and watch this presenter, okay? She's going to show you how to use a candle to design your cloth. No. Yeah, sorry, this is the one here. Watch. Well, students, as you can see, that actually what we are going to be doing. Those are some of the work that we're going to be doing out here. We're going to be working together and making sure that we work as a team to make this happen. Some days you ladies going to be able to work. We're going to have our workshop, our production shop, the marketing team. Our pullers are sold. Everybody get a little pay. You can take care of your kids. You go party a little bit if you want, and you can live life to the fullest. That's the whole dream and ideas. I need you guys to work with me. I pray God for better days and long life. Enjoy your class. Continue with your studies. Next class, we're going to be arranging for our first practical dyeing program, which is going to be our next class. Next class, we're going to arrange practical dyeing. All right. Until next class, you guys have a very, very good and happy class on Saturday. All right. My only guys to your family, friends, and loved ones.